The mustache. Dear Lucy, not much is happening here. The weather has been awful, so we're stuck indoors, trying to entertain ourselves with little performances. But honestly, these drawing room plays are so dull. Everything feels forced and over the top, with jokes that seem like they were written for a different crowd entirely. The humor is either too crude or too old-fashioned, with no real wit or elegance. So, since we're only 2 women here, my husband has decided to play the role of a maid in our little plays. To do this, he actually shaved off his mustache. Lucy, I can't even recognize him anymore. If he doesn't grow it back soon, I'm not sure if I'll still feel the same way about him. He looks so strange without it. A man without a mustache just doesn't seem like a man to me. I'm not really into beards. They can look messy. But a mustache? Oh, a mustache is a must. It adds something essential to a man's face. I've thought a lot about this, but it's tricky to put into words. When my husband showed up without his mustache, I suddenly realized I could never be attracted to certain types of men, like actors or preachers, who often don't have one. And when I was alone with him later, it was even worse. Lucy, never let a man without a mustache kiss you. Trust me, their kisses lack that special something. It's like a kiss without any flavor. There's just something about a mustache that makes a kiss feel complete. It tickles your face, gives you goosebumps, and makes the experience so much better. And on your neck? A mustache on your neck sends shivers down your spine, but in the best way possible. A face without a mustache is like a body without clothes. It just doesn't feel right. A mustache adds character, makes a man look gentle, bold, or even a little dangerous, depending on how it's styled. And there are so many different kinds of mustaches. Some are playful and flirty, others are sharp and fierce. The big, bushy ones might look intimidating, but they often belong to the sweetest, most gentle men. But the best part about a mustache? It feels so French. It's like a symbol of our culture, bold, elegant, and full of charm. I remember something from my past that made me love mustaches even more. It was during the war when I was still living with my father. There was a battle near our home, and the next day, a German officer came to stay with us. He left quickly, but we were left with the sad task of burying the soldiers who had died nearby. As the bodies were brought to our property, they were laid out along the avenue of pine trees. They were covered with earth until a proper trench could be dug. Their uniforms were hidden, but I could tell right away which of them were French, by their mustaches. Some had just shaved, others had a bit of stubble, but they all had that proud, unmistakable French mustache. Seeing that made me cry so much more for them, my poor countrymen. I'm sorry for bringing up such a sad memory. Now I feel too down to keep chatting. But I'll say this: long live the mustache. Love, Jeanne.
Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and share our channel Magic Mingle with your friends to enjoy more magical stories.